Hey, it's Mark Marin from WTF here to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. And I'm sure the reason you're listening to this podcast right now is because you chose it. Well, choose Progressive's Name Your Price tool, and you could find insurance options that fit your budget, so you can pick the best one for your situation. Who doesn't like choice? Try it at Progressive.com. And now, some legal info. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Sometimes Oldie What a Goodie award ceremony.
This is my favourite part of the year. Woo!
We are live from Crown Towers and presented by McDonald's and
Raid Shadow Legends.
Please welcome to the stage your host for the evening, Zach.
Woo! Woo! Yeah! Thank you. Yes. I'm so glad to be here. Had to take a last-minute helicopter from my penthouse off in Chicago, but I made it.
And also, please welcome your other host. It's James Station.
Boo!
Boo. Oh, we've just received word that he has decided to not do the show, so as the replacement, it's Sandro!
Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Hot James Station! Woo!
Hello, I'm here. Zach, hello!
Hello, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty good. Just a regular episode today.
Yep, that's it. A regular award show.
Oh, it's our annual-ish award show.
I love the annual-ish award show.
Where we're looking at all the movies we did over the last 22 months.
Yeah, it's a big one. But this one's interesting because it's not so big in the size of how many movies we've done, but the years we have covered.
Yes. Some would say it's going to be very unfair.
Yeah.
It's an unfair one.
And I would say, you stinky poo-poo head, shut up. Got him.
Now, you got him. Now, if you haven't heard an award show before, it's where we pull out all the stops. It's where we do all the money, because we got a bunch of categories that we're going to go through, and we got to pick the best, worst, and most movie from each category. Obviously, best and worst are pretty obvious what they are. What is an movie, Zach?
An movie.
We have done this before, so, and I'm pretty sure you came up with it.
I've forgotten completely.
That's fair. An movie, I mean, you were in a coma maybe. An movie is a movie that we think is good, but is it? I don't know. And we're like, I don't know.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like something I'd come up with.
So we're going to be picking the best, worst, and most movie from each category. They are split up into genres. It's going to be a fun time. And Zach, also, did you manage to book the guests that we were going to do for this episode?
I got James Station in, but it sounds like he can't make it.
Oh,
so
no.
I don't know if we'll be able to get any guests in. Like, I do have a couple of friends I flew in from overseas, you know, just like friends, and they'd be willing to come up if you wanted, Sandro.
Okay, so no, like, big celebrities, because, like, in previous award shows, we've gotten Tom Holland and Arnold Schwarzenegger and a bunch of people.
Well, the budget's gone way down this year, you know. Yeah. Award shows aren't doing that well, so we don't have the big budget for the big names now, but I got a few friends, you know,
All right. Well, then, yeah, we'll get some friends out soon. But before we even get to the category, Zach, would you like to maybe say your thoughts on how you thought the last 22 months went?
Well, apart from me being in a coma, so all of it could have been just in my head.
Were you? I thought I was in a coma.
Don't know.
Don't know.
It doesn't matter, Sandro.
Not really.
The main point is that I thought we watched some movies and they were sometimes good and sometimes bad.
Whoa, that's pretty deep, man.
Yeah. No, I quite enjoyed our jaunt this time into the movie scene. So, like, how many... We're going from 1920s to 2000s, yeah? That's a lot of years.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of places. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah, all up, we did 91 movies over the last season. Woo! It's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And I really liked the, like, evolution of cinema that we got to watch. You know, we went from the black and white movies to the colors, to the sounds, to the singing, to the not so singing, to the special effects, to the not so special effects, to the CGIs, to the really horny 2000s.
Yeah.
And we made it.
Yep. That's where we ended. That's where we climaxed the season.
Way to put it, Sanjo. Way to put it. How did you think the year went?
Oh, I thought it was great and further proved my point that movies only get worse. Old things are good, new things are bad.
That's what this show is all about, really, I think, Sandro.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I pretty much agree with everything that you said. We kind of went through all the years, and it was interesting to see cinema grow and see things get too expensive and then get not expensive again.
It's true. Very true. So true. I was going to say, I did also like this way of doing it, because we did years.
Yeah.
We were able to pick a lot of movies that I've always wanted to see. We've done a few. I'm going to shout out some, like Lost World. Little Shop of Horrors, never seen that one before, so that was really good to do. Metropolis. Shout-outs, big shout-outs.
Yeah, definitely. Megalopolis, yeah, my favorite movie.
Flash Gordon, my favorite.
Which one?
Waste of time.
Which one?
All of it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of highlights. I'm looking forward to going through all these categories.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Also, it's going to be interesting to go through these categories, because one thing I noticed when putting them together is a lot of them are, like, era-based. So, like, for example, we've got adventure films, and then we've got action films, which is essentially the same category.
Yeah.
It just kind of slightly changed in the 60s a little bit to be less adventure and more action. But it's the same category, essentially. So, very interesting. We'll get to all of that very shortly. But, Zach, would you like to know some stats?
I would love to know some stats.
Oh, I love stats. Stats are my favorite. And you know, one thing I like about the stats is the end-of-year percentage that the seasons get.
Oh, my God. Can we get a woo from the nerds in the chat who love some stats?
There we go.
Hey, thank you, the one nerd I invited. He's probably one of my friends.
My name is Nerdy Neil.
Thanks, Nerdy Neil. I can't wait for you to come up on one of these awards.
Oh, really?
And give them out. Yeah, Sanjo.
Oh, no.
Well, he's here. You know, it's only fair if we invite him up.
Put him down for sci-fi. Nerdy Neil. But yes, I like to get the amount of goodies that we've given out over the years. Now, for an episode to be considered, for a movie rather, to be considered a goodie, everyone on the episode had to give it a goodie.
Yeah.
So even if both of us gave it a goodie, but Mel's on the episode and gave it an oldie.
Yeah, well, that's any Mel episode, yeah.
Exactly. Then, that episode does not count towards this statistic. And Zach, in previous years, we've never gotten above a 50% on movies being good.
Whoa.
It usually falls around the 39%.
Yeah, that's true. Because if either one of us gives it an oldie, then it goes down. So, like, it's biased towards being negative, as it were.
It is definitely the lowest that any of these are going to be. But, Zach, the overall rating for the last season, out of 91 movies, we gave 58 of them a goodie across the board, which is 64%.
Whoa! Hey! Even with a negative bias, it was still in the positives.
That's right. How crazy is that? Pretty wild.
Wow. And I think that comes down to we were just able to pick more movies that we wanted to see and liked.
Yes.
And I think that definitely had an effect on it, for sure.
I think so as well. In terms of our individual ratings, Zach, you gave 69 out of the 91 of Goodies.
Ooh, nice.
Which gives you a 76%, which is very high.
I am a corporate shill. It does check out.
I gave 63 of the movies a Goodie, so that's 69%.
Hey, nice.
69 for both of our scores. Very, very, very good. And then our guests, we only had guests for 32 episodes.
Yeah.
But 23 of them gave it a Goodie, which is 72%. Once again, the highest it's ever been.
Wow, yeah. So we had a pretty positive outcomes this year.
Yeah, pretty good all round. Nerdy Neil, what do you think of those stats? Oh, yeah, very nice. Yeah. Yeah.
I can see him moisturizing down there. It's,
I sleep with a statistic body pillow. It's a body pillow with an Excel split on it. The fuck is this character? Get out of here, Neil.
I love Nerdy Neil. Nerdy Neil's great.
Do you?
He's my new favorite character.
Oh, but Zach, speaking of new things, I got a new statistic because I just wanted to see, right? Because we went through so many decades. I wanted to see which decade was the best one.
Ooh, yeah. We can compare statistically, use a bit of science to compare and tell you which was the best decade.
Now, you already have seen these stats, but I was going to make you guess, but you've already seen them. So
I mean, to be fair, I have not absorbed any of the information. I've barely looked at them, and I can tell you I cannot remember any of the stats. So.
Well, then what do you think is the worst decade that we covered?
All right, I've closed the sheet. I'm not looking at it, and I have to guess the worst. I'm going to guess it's more closer to the later years because there's more films that come out.
Yeah.
And therefore, there's more chance for it to be worse and that we would pick it because we're the worst. But I'm going to guess it's not... I'm going to guess, 1980s... Nah, there's a lot of good stuff. I'm going to guess, 1970s?
You were going to 70s is the lowest. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to guess 1990s, then 1970s, then, 1960s. I'll do those, 3, and then see how we're doing.
You actually... Yes, all those 3 are at the bottom of the list.
Okay.
You got your worst spot correct. It was the 90s.
Yeah.
The 90s is the worst era of movies ever.
Yeah. Only because we pick trash. There's so much good movies, but there's so much trash that we just always end up picking trash.
That's true. The 90s is the only decade that got below a 50%. It got 38%. We gave 5 out of 13 movies a Goodie.
Whoa, that is rough. What did we watch? I mean, we watched Little Nicky, but that one was actually, I liked that one.
That's the 2000s, Zach. That's the 2000s.
Oh, that's a different thing. Oh, of course. Yeah.
You were correct with the 60s being in there too. The 60s is on 54%.
Yeah.
6 out of 11, which is tied actually with the 40s. The 40s and the 60s are both on 54%.
Okay.
They're at the bottom. And then, the 70s is also in the second half of the list.
Yeah, but that sounds like they're more middle of the ground. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the 70s is on 64%.
Okay, yeah, that's much higher than I thought. My thoughts of the 70s were clearly not high enough, you know?
I'll keep going. After that, we got on 70% the 20s.
Whoa,
kind of
nice.
slap bang in the middle of the list, which is interesting.
The 20s, it's interesting because you have to be kind of in the mindset, hey, this is when they were first existing. And a lot of the actors are active Nazis. But, aside from that, if you move aside from that and look at it from the lens of the era, it was pretty good. You know.
After that, we've got tied for third place, third highest, is the 50s and the 80s on 72%.
Wow. I was expecting the 80s to be a little higher, so that's pretty cool. 50s pulling through, though.
Definitely. The 50s were a lot of, bigger movies, I think, Great Escape and stuff. I think they were all in the 50s.
Yeah. That's nice.
That's a pretty big one. And then, of course, the 80s, even if the movies are bad, we usually give them a Goodie because they're so fun.
Yeah. That's true. We are nothing but biased.
The second highest, coming in at second place, it's the 30s. With 83%.
Wow. The 30s? What did we watch in the 30s?
The 30s was like King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong. Oh, yeah.
We had Robin Hood in the 30s.
Yeah.
We had a lot of like those bigger adventure sort of movies.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Cat People. No, that was the 40s. And then Zach coming in at number 1 with a solid 1 out of 1. Goodie ratio, a solid 100%.
Whoa.
Is the 2000s, because we only did one movie.
You made that a category with one movie in it. I mean, good on you, 2000s. Clearly the best era of fucking movies.
Which means that Charlie Chaplin is the best, not Charlie Chaplin, Adam Sandler is the best filmmaker.
Actually, with a source material of only one movie, you can't get statistical variance, therefore... thank you, nerdy guy. You can chill out now.
Oh my god, Nerdy Neil sounds different all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think that's his cousin, Nerdy Nelly.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, let's jump into the categories then. I guess you introduced the first category.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first category of this evening. One of many categories this evening. One of many good categories this evening.
Ooh.
So we're going to start off with a bold one, a classic one. One that I think has been since the start of the podcast we have done. You know, literally the first episode, I would put in this category.
Cabin Boy?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
Would you not agree?
Yeah, you're pretty spot on, actually.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the first category for this evening is the best and worst adventure film.
Oh! Adventures. Men going into places unfounded and dealing with the monsters sometimes.
Monsters sometimes.
Ooh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, who's our special guest who's going to be doing this one, Zach?
Well, I had my friend from just up the road come through.
Yeah.
His name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's been a long-time fan of the show. I think he was even on last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's a big fan of adventure films, so I'll bring him up. Everybody, can you give him a warm welcome? Warm welcome on stage.
Warm. Clap, clap, clap. Warm, clap, clap, clap.
Hello, everybody. It is fantastic to be here tonight. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Hello there, public domain Arnie. Not at all related to real Arnold Schwarzenegger at all.
I don't know who you are talking to. What are you talking about? Hi, how's it going? It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, pretty good. How have you been? It's been a while since we've talked.
Yeah, it's been really good. No, I've been really busy. I've been trying to get this robot franchise online. This non-distinct evil robot franchise online. Yeah, I was really popular way back when, and I've tried to repeatedly reboot it over and over and over again, and it just gets worse every time. But it's not really my fault, you see. It's the studios. They want the money.
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't know where my accent is going. Ow.
You know, as someone who's not, he's a pretty big fan of the evil robot franchise. I must say, the last one was not that bad. Like, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it has its upsides and downsides. It just feels a bit stale now that we've done so many of them, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, we get it. Can you do something new? Maybe explore the world a bit more. Like, what are the consequences of all this time travel happening, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, instead we're just coming up with important actors from other sci-fis coming in to boost it up, and nanobots and other bullshit. It's just like, can we just do something interesting?
Well, if you were to make your own version of the evil robot franchise, Arnie, what would you do? Like, if you had full creative control, what would you do?
I would have the evil robot man go back in time to kill one of the first Homo sapiens, so it would change the DNA, so that John Ethan Connorson would never exist.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have the human characters also having to travel back in time so that they could stop evil robot man from doing that sort of thing. But then you get time travel apes coming back to stop Arnold.
Right.
Yeah. And you have like Homo sapien species from different timelines coming togetger.
So, it's kind of like a little bit like what Prey was doing for Predator. You're going to be doing old-timey Terminating Robot Man.
But I also do a little bit of Planet of the Apes in it as well.
Yeah, I was picking up on that as well. Yeah. All right, well, excellent. Well, Arnie, would you please read off the list of adventure movies, and then we will pick a best Western Amar movie from the list.
It would be my pleasure. Wow. All right, the first movie on my list of wonderful adventure movies is The Lost World.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah, The Lost World. I was a big fan of The Lost World. I liked the big dinosaurs. Speaking of big dinosaurs, we have The Mysterious Island.
Yep.
We have King Kong.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Speaking of big boys, we do like big boys. And of course, you can't have King Kong without the son of King Kong. Not the big fans in the audience for that one. That's a rough one.
Tomatoes.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can't throw tomatoes at me. I'm allergic to tomatoes. Rotten tomatoes, that is, the scores. We have The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Good one.
A classic one. I like the sword fighting in that one. We have Tarzan and the Mermaids.
Ew.
Oh, we have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, a banger. A banger movie, yeah.
Yeah, that one's probably up there. That one's definitely up there. And finally, we have another fucking Tarzan movie, Tarzan the Ape Man.
Oh,
Why
wow.
do we have two Tarzan movies in this fucking category?
Exactly. Well, Arnie, thank you so much for helping out. Can we get a round of applause as you head back to your mansion?
Thank you. Yeah, you have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Zach, best and worst adventure film. Well, in terms of worst, it's between the two Tarzan movies, I think, right?
Woof. Oh, well, Son of Kong's also there, right?
I'm going to throw out a wild one. And I know that we usually discuss before we lock it in, but Son of Kong is my
Oh, that's your
I kind of enjoyed it a little bit.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That is a bit of an movie. That's a fair call.
It's a fun one. I like Son of Kong.
Do we have to agree on ones?
No, I think we do our own.
Okay. I think I'm gonna put my Oldie, my baddie,
Your
on
worst.
Tarzan and the Mermaids.
You're going mermaids worst. Okay, all
yeah,
right.
I'm going mermaids, mostly because of the dying on set.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad.
I think we have to bring that up with this category because people died on set for that movie, and that movie was not great.
No.
And I had high hopes for it, so I'm gonna give it an Oldie.
And what's your best? It's pretty obvious.
Wow. Yeah, look, Robin Hood was pretty good. The sword fighting at the end was pretty awesome. It was a classic Robin Hood adventure. I love The Lost World. When that old man got yeeted,
That was
pretty
hilarious.
pog.
That was so funny.
That, if we had, like, an award for best old man yeeted, I'd give it to The Lost World.
Mysterious World, kind of boring, a little bit.
Yeah. That might be, Mysterious Island, yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my actually.
That's fair.
Yeah. I was hoping for a bit more in that one. The Lost World beats that one, but unfortunately, I don't think it beats 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah. That's 100% your best one, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
I love that movie a lot. It was really good. It's just right up my alley. It's cool. Got, like, wacky sci-fi, like, just shit, technology and, like, world, and it's awesome. I'm glad that a movie with its budget got to be good.
Yeah.
Like, they just made something good. Nowadays, we have movies with way more money put into them that are nowhere close to as good.
That's true.
And it's wild.
It's true. I'm looking at you, Red One, starring The Rock and Chris Evans, having to find Santa that cost $250 million. Because The Rock is kind of the worst and tanked the budget himself. Okay, those are yours. I'm going Son of Kong for Amar.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm going to go Tarzan the Ape Man for worst.
No, that's fair. I feel like we could spread out the oldies, the worst.
Because that one was pretty bad. For best, I'm not sure if King Kong or Robin Hood is best for me. I think the problem with Robin Hood is that the lead actor was a Nazi.
Yeah. We're back to the old problems of looking at movies in the 90s. We did mention that earlier, but sometimes it's just a Nazi in your film, and it's like, well, shit. Can't enjoy the media now.
That's right. Sometimes your movie star's Errol Flynn, and he's actually just kind of just a Nazi sympathizer. He's just an Australian Nazi man.
Yikes.
But that movie was really good, so I think that's my best is Robin Hood, because I think King Kong's got some small stuff in it where I'm like, ooh, yikers, a little bit.
Nazi sympathizer confirmed.
All right, next category then is the best and worst action film. And Zach, I've got a guest for this one.
Ooh, you've got a guest for this one. Oh, I'm excited. It's really weird that Arnold didn't come up for action film.
Yeah,
That's really
he did
what he's
adventure.
best known for. But I guess he's a big fan of adventure films.
Well, I think it's because the next guest, action, is literally in his name.
Oh, God.
Presenting the next category, please welcome to the stage, it's Action Jack.
Whoa! Action Jack! Woo!
Well. How's everybody doing out there? Woo!
Yeah, we're doing great now. You're here, Action Jack!
Let's hear it for the folks who love a good explosion, a wild car chase, and maybe even some slightly unnecessary slow-mo.
Woo! Slightly unnecessary slow-mo! Woo! Every Transformers movie!
Tonight I've been called here to honor the ultimate thrill seekers, those who love action-packed mayhem. But we're not just talking about the best of the best. You know, those flicks that get your heart pumping and fists clenching. Nope. We're also looking at the other side of the coin. The flops, the duds, the movie where we're left scratching our heads wondering, wait, that's supposed to be the hero? I'm not reading all this.
Jesus Christ. Keep going.
From bone-crushing brawls to car chases that somehow break all known laws of physics, action movies give us those big screen thrills like no other.
Okay, you can stop now.
Man, where did our writers go? Why is ChatGPT writing all of our...
Thanks, Action Jack.
I'm Action Jack, and I'm gonna go through best and worst action films. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For our contenders for best and worst, we've got Batman.
Whoa. Just Batman? Batman?
No. Yeah, Batman.
Batman. That was a good campy time.
There's True Grit.
Oh, True Grit.
Yeah. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, yeah, action. Yeah. That's always, it's like a buddy cop film, you know. That one was really good.
Yeah.
That one's going to be hard to beat for the best movie of this category.
That is true. We've got Red Sun.
That was really cool. I like the concept for that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these. I'm Action Jack, but I actually don't like action films, so I don't watch them. They're too violent for me.
I hate Action Jack.
All right, more movies. We've got Dolomite.
Oh yeah, Dolomite.
We got Miami Connection.
Yep.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Can't beat the Ninja Boys.
We got Point Break.
Wow, this category is fucking huge.
We got Judge Dredd.
Oh, I love Judge Dredd.
We got Spawn.
Spawn, you know what? Has aged like fine vinegar.
Yes. And finally, Wild Wild West. Okay, that's me. I'm done. Bye.
Wild Wild West. Desperado. Yeah, thanks, Action Jack.
You're welcome. Hey, ask me what my favorite genre of movies is.
Action Jack, what's your favorite genre of movie?
I like rom-coms.
Could someone kill this man?
I'm Action Jack. And so get ready to strap in and hold on tight. And please keep all limbs inside of the vehicle. Because now it's time for Sandro and Zach to pick the best and worst action films of the year. Let's see if they've got what it takes to be truly explosive.
Boo! Boo! We hate you, Action Jack, now. We loved you 2 seconds ago, but now after hearing that, we hate you.
All right, best and worst action film. Fuck, this is a tough one.
Hey, already, I've got my this time.
What's your
Dolomite.
Oh, Dolomite?
Yeah, that is my
Miami Connection's my that one was hilarious.
Yeah, Miami Connections, I think I enjoyed more than Dolomite. So it's like, it goes up there, you know. This is my middle of the road. This is my It's like I enjoyed it, but I also, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, fair.
When a boom mic comes on screen, I can only say
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
That was very
All right, Dolomite for you, Miami Connection for me. Worst is hard.
There's a lot to choose from.
I mean, Judge Dredd and Spawn are the two that are the worst of the worst.
I disagree. Judge Dredd's going up there. He's nearly in my best category, Sandro.
That's not correct.
Just because of everyone's favorite actor, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Rob Schneider.
I know. I was really building you up there. No, Rob Schneider is in that movie.
But even a Rob Schneider, I don't think can beat how truly awful Spawn is.
Well, here's the thing. It's so weird going back to Spawn, because I, had seen Spawn recently.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I fucking hate that clown.
So annoying.
The best part of it is the clown guy, but it's also the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Because he has this amazing makeup, great acting, but then he's all fucking fart jokes and gross jokes, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then they have all the CGI, which admittedly hasn't aged very well, but most CGI doesn't. So I can forgive the CGI. I can't forgive that fucking clown, though.
It's kind of so bad it's good, but it's also not at all, and it's just bad.
Yeah.
So I think Spawn gets worst for me.
Wow.
And also from you as well, it seems.
You know what? Nah, I'm going to give Judge Dredd my one, just because I don't want to double dunk on Spawn.
All right, that's fair.
Even though I significantly enjoyed that way more than you.
You did.
Just because I have bad taste. But no, that one was bad. And also, fucking Seinfeld over here can fuck off.
I was watching a movie last night, and one of the it was like a horror movie, and one of the characters out of nowhere just starts doing a Rob Schneider impression.
Oh.
It was so weird. It was just a weird choice. Anyway, that's just a random story that I've got. What the best though?
This is really hard. This is way hard.
The best for me. It's a toss-up between Point Break and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid for me.
Yeah, and the Wild Wild West, obviously.
No.
Well, the Wild West would be further up here if it weren't so fucking horny. I just completely, before we watched that film, forgot how horny that film was. And watching it, I just cringed inwardly. I shriveled up like a prune. I was like, ugh.
It's Butch Cassidy, though, isn't it? For both of us.
Yeah, it's gotta be Butch Cassidy. I was looking at it like, I really like Red Sun.
Yeah.
Point Break was really good.
I mean, Batman's, it's an icon.
Yeah, Batman was really fun. That was really fun. Very campy, I wanted to watch that film for a while. You gotta know where that shark repellent
Exactly.
is coming from.
Exactly.
But yeah, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is definitely, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was so good. So that wins out best for both of us. All right, next category. We're moving on to something a little bit more family-friendly. In fact, we're doing the best and worst family film. These are movies that you can sit down with your family and be like, there's nothing to skip here. Or is there? Because potentially there are family movies that are not for families. But they still end up in our family's best and worst. And maybe they'll get the worst.
It's true.
Zach, what are you doing for this one?
Well, I had a family friend that I brought in, and I only thought it would be, appropriate if I brought a family friend, one that my family has known for a long time. I'm not sure what he's been up to recently, but he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, do you want to come up?
Danny?
Yeah, sorry. I'm bringing up family friend. Everybody, please give him a warm welcome. Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Danny DeVito.
Warm, very warm.
Hey, thank you for getting me up here. I'm Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, Danny DeVito, hello. It's been so long since we've heard from you. Actually, you've never done one of these before.
It's true. You guys never invite me to anything. But anyway, we're doing best and worst family film.
Yep.
I'm at Danny DeVito. We got a lot to go through, so I'm just gonna start rapid fire. I'm skipping to the good part. We got Lassie Comes Home.
Oh, that was bad.
Love Lassie. Favorite dog. The Absent-Minded Professor.
Flubber.
All of my professors in college.
Yeah, all of them.
We
yeah,
had
for sure.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
It's so satisfying hearing Danny DeVito say Santa Claus conquers the Martians. That's very funny.
It's not easy to say it, that's for sure. We have the 12 Tasks of Asterix.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that was a good time. Everybody loves Asterix. I loved Asterix. Caravan of Courage and Ewok Adventure. What the fuck? Why did we do that film? We have Return to Oz.
Yeah, banger of a film.
That was pretty good.
Is that a family film though? It's very scary for kids. It's technically a family movie.
Yeah, but like it's Oz, right?
Yeah.
That's a family film for sure. But like most family films had a bit of horror in them.
That's true. Back in the day. Back in the day.
The Never-Ending Story had that weird demon wolf at the end, that scared children. If you weren't getting scarred as a child, you didn't have a childhood, Kids these days get it way too easy.
That's true.
Back in my day, we scared the shit out of them.
The Never-Ending Story for me was so scary because of how shit it is.
Anyway,
what's the next one?
Take. Speaking of fucking spooky, I'm gonna say The Land Before Time.
Yeah, that's a sad one.
That had some scarring in it, death of a mom.
Spoilers, Danny DeVito. Jesus Christ.
Whoopsie. Super Mario Bros.
You were meant to be in that. You were meant to be in that one.
Yeah,
Danny DeVito.
I'm a Super Mario Bro. That's me. We got Ants. Ants was a good one. I like that one. I like that one a lot. But do you know which one I like more?
Which one do you like more?
A Bug's Life.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it's just ants, but better.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Danny DeVito.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm walking here.
Oh my god. I can't believe the trash man came to visit us himself. That's crazy.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
That's so good.
I hear he's done some movie stuff as well.
Has he?
Don't know. But he's been a good family friend of ours,
Starting with worst.
Caravan of Courage and Ewok Adventure.
It's got to be Caravan of Courage.
I mean, it could be Super Mario Bros. If you really hated that one.
I didn't though.
The thing is, that one's a good adventure sci-fi family film. It's not a good Super Mario Bros. Film, but it's still a good film if it weren't that,
Yeah, exactly. I thought that Super Mario Bros. Honestly, it might get my because
yeah.
Genuinely,
That would be a good one for Amar.
I genuinely really it was a fun movie. I know that it's got a bad reputation, and there's definitely some bad parts in that movie, but as an overall, I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of loved it, actually. So yeah, no. I'm giving Super Mario Bros. My
Very good.
I'm giving Caravan of Courage my worst.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to give Santa Claus Conquers the Martians my
Oh, now that's a very good Zach.
Yeah.
That's a fun movie.
Because it's like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, none of it. They were on crack writing this movie. It has, like, the worst props out of all the movies I think we've done. Like,
it looks worse than Doctor Who.
The budget.
Very impressive.
The budget was nothing. But they did the best with what they had, right? And the costumes are pretty fun. I would like to dress up as one of the aliens as cosplay. I think that would be
one of the Martians.
Yeah. I think that would be fantastic.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians was very, very enjoyable. So yeah, I reckon that's good. Your worst is also Caravan of Courage. All right, but then
look. I was thinking about Santa Claus Conquers the Martians for worst, but I enjoyed it too much, so I gave it my So, but yeah, definitely Oldie for the Caravan of Courage and Ewok Adventure.
I think that gets the first double bad from both of us.
Yeah, that's a double
then.
bad. I couldn't have Spawn having the double bad because it doesn't deserve a double bad.
Caravan of Courage, though.
Caravan of Courage, I'm okay with giving a double bad. Fuck that shit.
That's a bad movie.
But there's so many good ones now, though. You got The Land Before Time, A Bug's Life.
For me, my top three that I'm kind of tossing between are, Bug's Life, Land Before Time, and Return to Oz. And honestly, out of all of these, the one that I would watch again, my best is Return to Oz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What an upset. There was no 12 Tasks of Asterix, though.
12 Tasks of Asterix is pretty good, though. That's a genuinely fun time.
I did really love 12 Tasks of Asterix. Oh man, but I really like Return of Oz. But you already gave it one, so I'll give 12 Tasks of Asterix my goodie.
You go 12 Tasks over Land Before Time and Bug's Life?
Any day of the week.
All right, well, there we go. That is our best and worst of the family movies. I do
That was
like
a hard one.
this next one's going to be even harder because it's time for best and worst musical film.
Whoa,
And Zach, I forgot
musical
which guest
film.
I got for this one. Which guest did I get for best and worst musical film again?
Well, there was Lyrical Larry, but I really didn't want Lyrical Larry up. I told you before the show happened, I was like, hey, Lyrical Larry's a bit problematic nowadays. He's been on
is
Twitter a bit too much. Yeah. Lyrical Larry. Yeah. He's been on Twitter a bit too much. He's been a bit too lyrical, if you know what I'm saying. But like, if you want to invite him up, that's fine. I'm just saying, like...
I don't have anyone else. I mean, I've got Music Man Mormon.
Music Man Mormon? Yeah, bring him on. Music Man Mormon, who doesn't understand how technology works, but likes music? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage, Music Mormon Man.
Yay! Music Mormon Man! Woohoo!
Hello.
Oh, jeez. Are you related to the nerd guy?
Yeah, that's my cousin, man.
Oh,
that's my
jeez.
cousin.
I regret this.
Hello, it's me. I'm Music Mormon Man. I'm from fuck, where am I from? I'm from Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I live there with my 12 wives.
Yep, that makes it checks out.
And all because I just really love the Book of Mormon. It's my favorite fanfic that really makes us Americans feel nice and special.
It's true. That's so
Yeah.
true. So
Yeah.
true. I like that whole, like, new planet space thing you got going on. That's pretty
Scientology.
good. Yeah, well, close enough.
That
Um,
you fucking pissed me off.
no, but Mormons also have, like, a second planet thing, don't they?
Mormons? No, Mormons are just Jesus was in America or some shit. I don't know what the fuck Mormons believe in.
my bad.
You fucking pissed me off there, Zach, a little bit. My favorite musical as Mormon, is, I really like Annie.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one's pretty good. I like that one a lot.
And do you know what my least favorite is, Zach?
What's your least favorite?
The Book of Mormon, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
We Mormons have done so many things like write Twilight. That's about it.
Yeah. Well done. Good on you, Mormons. You did it.
Yeah.
Rise up.
Anyway, the ones for best and worst musical films are The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Mormon.
Oh, yeah.
Could you sing these as you do them? Because they're musicals. I think that would be great. In your wonderful voice.
My wonderful voice. The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful. Yeah. The Wizard of Oz. That is a good musical.
Yeah. We've got Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain. Yeah, Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. That's one of my all-time favorites.
Calamity Jane. Yeah, we got that one.
Calamity Jane was interesting. Yeah, that one was good.
For sure. I really liked how racist it was. It really spoke to me.
Yeah, that was my favorite part too. Well, you're a Mormon, so that does check out.
Does it?
Yeah, a lot of their things teach about God, you're being in God's image. I'm not going to get into it.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
They literally have a theme song in their movie where they sing the title of the movie. But I like your creativity in going out on your own to try something different.
I haven't seen it because Chitty Chitty Bang Bang only has one wife in it, and I refuse to watch movies.
Yeah, it's so true.
Okay.
Unrealistic.
And then finally, Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah.
Funnily enough, your voice would work the best in Little Shop of Horrors, I think.
What do you mean? All right, I am... the fuck was my name?
Something Mormon Man.
Music Mormon Man.
Music Mormon Man, yep.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for coming on the show. What a great sport.
I'm in a cult.
Yeah,
I'm in a cult.
Okay, get him off stage, please.
This one is impossible, Zach.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. None of these are bad.
Oh, yeah. This is tricky, actually. Because I was like, I thought I knew what my first two awards, but which am I giving the oldie to then? Because all of them are good.
I don't remember what we rated Calamity Jane. I think it might have been an oldie and a goodie, but like, that movie isn't that bad.
Yeah, well, Calamity Jane was my go-to for my movie,
Oh,
right?
right, okay.
Because but then the problem is I have to give Oldie, you know what? Yeah, no. Calamity Jane is my because it's like, it's not the best film I've ever seen.
No.
It's like, is this appropriate nowadays? Has this aged well? That sort of thing.
A lot of weird racism in that movie.
Yeah,
for
look.
I mean, it was a Western, so...
Yeah. But I'm going to give The Wizard of Oz my Oldie.
You're giving The Wizard of Oz the worst musical film? Why are you doing that?
Because fuck 'em, Sandro. Simply fuck 'em.
But we all gave that movie a goodie. Is it because of the behind the scenes?
Yes! It's
fair.
because of the behind the scenes. You
That's
figured
fair.
it out. They were awful to the actors and or actresses. Especially the person who played the main role, who got, addicted to drugs for life because of this fucking film. Fuck you, Wizard of Oz.
So so your worst musical film is The Wizard of Oz because of the behind the scenes shenanigans.
And because the movie is just bad. It's a bad
That's
movie.
not true. What's the worst? What's the best one then? What's your best?
I'm still thinking of it. I was hoping you would do your other ones while I was trying to pick out which is the best
you gotta
one.
get them all out now, Zach.
You fucker. You shitto. You see, I actively Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
Because that one's good. I really liked Little Shop of Horrors. That one's really slapped.
Yeah.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is also one of my childhood films, This is one I saw in my childhood. So I have a lot of nostalgia for that one specifically. So they're all really up there. This is probably going to be the hardest pick of
This is
all
the
the
hardest
categories.
category, I think. Yeah.
I'm still stalling to try and figure out which one I want to give mine. I'll give it to Singing in the Rain.
Oh,
I'll give it to Singing in the Rain.
boom,
I was
alright.
I was really considering Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
But I also have nostalgia for Singing in the Rain. I'm going to give it to Singing in the Rain, although all three of those I would give Goodie if they were in any other category.
Okay, so for my best Western this is hard because I like all of these movies. My worst, I don't know if it's Calamity Jane or if it's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I liked the first, hour of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
What do you mean worse for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Fuck you.
Because it kind of goes a bit boring near the end for me. I don't know, when they enter the magical world, I stop caring.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, it's fair. That's fair.
But Calamity Jane is racist. But Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, what's worst? I think I'm going to give Chitty Chitty Bang Bang my worst. But again, by worst, I mean, it's a very good movie. But it's also, out of all of these, I think it's probably my least favorite.
Wow, you like
honestly.
Calamity Jane more than Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Well, Calamity Jane's it's not 2.5 hours long.
Oh. But Chitty Chitty Bang Bang had such bangers.
It does have bangers in it. You're right.
I was literally going to give that bang. You know what? If you're giving Chitty Chitty Bang Bang your worst, I will retroactively change it to my best.
You can't do that, but also, who cares?
I can and I will.
All right.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to do Chitty Chitty Bang Bang as my worst.
All right, I'm giving it my best now.
The problem is my best is Singing in the Rain and Little Shop of Horrors. I can't not give Singing in the Rain the best. Because it is the best one. It's just the best one. It's the only one I gave 5 out of 5. It's the best one. But Little Shop of Horrors is so fucking good. I'm gonna have to go worst Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
And then best Singing in the Rain. Just so I can squeeze them all in there.
Yeah. This is a hard category because they were all really good films.
Yeah.
So I think that's very fair.
Well, yeehaw! This is the ad of a Patreon listener. Hello, I'm Sally McSeller, and Sandro and Zach have lost their minds because they want me to sell to you a new episode on patreon.com/Oldie Buddy Goodie Pod, which is, let me get this right, them reviewing the Twilight parody movie Vampires Suck. I'm gonna need to listen to a clip before recommending this one to you. What has happened with Vampires Suck is we've got two people who hate Twilight making a movie about how much they hate Twilight for teenage boys.
Yeah.
All the jokes in this movie are for boys.
It is a weird genre movie where it's made for the haters of the specific popular genre.
Like, all the jokes in this are violence, which is funny for teenage boys.
Yep.
All the jokes in this are boob-related.
Oh, a lot of booba.
And all the other jokes in this are either like pop culture references for the time, or they're just like, haha, Twilight sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is that's not how you make a good parody movie.
It's weird because to get a lot of the jokes in the movie, you had to have watched the movie,
Yeah.
but also not liked the movie.
Yes.
It's such a weird juxtaposition.
Okay, yeah, no, that one actually sounds pretty funny. Well, Sandra and Zach, they're back on the Twilight train again, and they did, vampires suck, and it sounds like a fun time that you can get right now over on patreon.com/Oldie but a Goodie pod. You can get all of the bonus episodes there, as well as a bunch of ad-free content, and there's some polls, and it's just a fun time. Go there. Very fun. Not like the vampire movie. That sounded kind of bad. Yeehaw! I'm an American, not a werewolf. All right, Zach, let's move on. Speaking of Little Shop of Horrors, our next category is...
Horror films. Now I've got I've got another friend.
You've got a friend? All right.
If you want.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was just going to get Spooky Jeff again from last time, but
Yeah, no.
I don't think
well,
he's very interesting.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Spooky Jeff, because I've got another one of the Spooky family.
Oh, you got another Spooky family, man?
Yeah. Please, ladies and gentlemen, can you welcome Spooky Steve?
Oh, it's Spooky Steve! Woo!
Hi, it is me, Spooky Steve.
Oh my god, you're Australian, Spooky Steve.
I'm Spooky Steve. Yeah, I'm actually a friend of Sandro's, not a paid actor this time. He pays the other ones to come on the show.
I do, yeah. But not Spooky Steve. You're a real friend of mine.
No, I'm just a real spooky guy.
Spooky Steve and Scary Simon are my two best friends. How is Scary Simon going since you moved in with him, Spooky Steve?
He died.
Oh, no!
Don't worry, his incorporeal form now haunts the apartment.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
He's pretty reasonably on time for rent, though, so it's pretty impressive, you know. And he's pretty quiet most of the time. He does do a bit of banging of the shelves, you know. He slams doors a bit too hard, you know. But otherwise, we get along, you know.
We do get along. That's good.
Yeah. Big shout-outs to my boy.
Boy, Scary Simon. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
I guess. What's the category, then? Let's go.
It is the best of horror films, and we've got a few for this category.
Hell yeah.
First off, it's spooky because it's full of Nazis. It's The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Well, yeah, technically that is a horror film. That's right.
Yeah, it's horror because you have to look up the actors.
You realize they're Nazis.
Ooh, speaking of
boy.
spookies, we've got Nosferatu, who
that's
also
right.
lives in my apartment, funnily enough.
That one's spooky because it's anti-Semitic.
Whoa! We have Dracula.
It's the same movie, though, isn't it?
It's pretty much. It's the same thing. Well, something a little bit different. We have Frankenstein.
Hell yeah.
Dealing
banger.
with morals is spooky.
It's very spooky. Fuck, that was a good one.
What about The Mummy?
That was fun as well, actually.
That one was spooky sci-fi effects. Very spooky. Spooky that this movie got written is cat people.
I liked it. It was good. The remake's better, but I really enjoyed the one from the 40s.
So true, yet so not true at all. We have... next up is The Curse of the Cat People.
That was bad. Actually, that one was not very good.
Garbage. What are you talking about?
I liked Curse of the Cat People because of the spooky atmosphere.
It's true, it was very spooky. Speaking of something genuinely spooky that probably was the scariest one for me, personally, it's Tarantula.
Ooh!
Arachnophobia is no joke.
That's right.
We have also something It came from beneath the sea, something also a bit eight-legged.
Yeah, that's right.
It's an octopus, not a trench. They're big.
They're different.
They're both big, though.
They're both big animals.
We have Psycho!
Oh,
The first actual horror film in this list. Next we have Frogs.
Oh, fuck.
And the best horror film in the fact that I was horrified at how shit this film was.
So bad. We drank so many beers watching that one.
And finally, Videodrome.
Oh, some body horror.
Which was actually really good. I really loved Videodrome. That one was fun.
All right. Thank you so much, Spooky Steve.
I'm going to float away now.
Wait, float. Spooky Steve was also dead this entire time.
What a twist.
Oh my god, and Spooky Jeff is the one who killed them.
Oh my god, Jeff killed both Simon and Steve?
He killed both Simon and Steve.
My god, the plot thickens. Too bad we'll never get into that ever again.
Exactly. Alright, fuck.
There's a lot of good ones here.
There's a lot of bad ones too. Worst.
I'm gonna give Frogs my oldie immediately. My bad. Fuck this film. I fucking hated Frogs. Frogs was the most disappointed I've ever been in a film at how lackluster the frog murder was. The false advertising on that film was bullshit, and I hated it. And fuck you, Frogs.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. You know what? That's very fair. If you're going to go Frogs as your worst, I'm going to go for a movie that I literally almost fell asleep during, and that is It Came From Beneath the Sea.
Yeah, that one was pretty bad. That one was rough.
That one was bad. So I think those two getting worst, pretty well deserved. For me, it's either Tarantula or Cat People.
Ooh, okay.
Because unlike the musical category, I am actually going to go a movie that I'm not sure about the quality of.
This is There's a lot more here to play with because there's a lot worse films in this category, you know?
Exactly. And I feel like Tarantula and Cat People, they're both movies that are like, they're kind of good. There's some bad stuff in them. But they're kind of good.
Well, if it helps you, I was thinking of giving Tarantula my So if you wanted to go Cat People with your and I'll go Tarantula with mine, you know.
I think that's a good one. A good one.
Yeah.
I do think that the Cat People remake is a lot better though, and that's a genuine one of the best.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed that one.
Was a big piece of shit.
Patreon.com/Oldie Pod. Zach, what are you going to give best, though? Because there's so, like, Dr. Caligari, Nosferatu, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, Psycho. Like, these are all huge movies. So good movies.
Yeah. And I feel like this is cheating because the special effects definitely carried this film, which kind of sucks for, like, your Nosferatus, your Draculas, your Frankenstein, your Mummy. They're all the classics, and they're all really good. And they're all classics for a reason, right?
Like, I think that if two movies weren't in this list, Frankenstein would get my best because it was so fun.
Yeah. Frankenstein was a banger.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, Psycho and Videodrome exist in this list.
Exactly. That is the problem here.
Yeah. And honestly, the one that really stuck with me was Videodrome. I couldn't get Videodrome out of my head. I was obsessed with it almost. I had to keep watching the tapes over and over again until I got a weird vagina chest. You know?
Did get that was a weird week there.
That was a weird week. Luckily,
actually, that was the same week when you had that scab on your finger when we did Point Break. It was the same.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Look, it was infecting me in weird ways. My body was disintegrating. Luckily, instead of dying at the end, I just got over it. So now I just have a chest vagina going around. So that's going to be my goodie. Videodrome. I was very neutral going into that, but that one I can't stop thinking about, you know?
Yep.
That one's really stuck with me.
And you know what, Zach? Even though Psycho is one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
I'm going Videodrome for best as well.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. I thought you were going to pick Psycho for sure.
Part of me is like, if you're going to go Videodrome, then I'll go Psycho. But actually, Videodrome is like, I agree with you. It's stuck with me for ages. I mean, Psycho's so good. It's such a great movie. I mean, Psycho, Caligari, Dracula, Frankenstein, they're all incredible as well. Like, we can't not mention how how great those are. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say my second choice for best horror was Little Shop of Horrors for that one. Just to let you know.
Honestly, if Little Shop of Horrors was in this list, it would have gotten my best.
I like how Little Shop of Horrors was in the musical category, not the horror category with horrors in its name. But the musical category needed the boost, I feel.
It needed more, yeah. Well, the problem with this year's one is, like, we've got too many movies that I couldn't do what we did last time, which was multiple movies in multiple categories.
Yeah,
because that just we would be here forever.
Yeah, there'd be too many movies. So you got to stick with one category. And that one category this time is sci-fi films.
Oh, best and worst sci-fi films.
Sandro, have you got a guess for sci-fi?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, you don't sound too enthusiastic.
Well, it's because we mentioned him earlier.
Oh, that's right. I forgot who you got for fucking sci-fi. Oh, this is a big category. This is going to be a rough 5 minutes. All right.
Nerdy Neil, you there?
Yeah, bring up Nerdy Neil. Woo!
Oh, wait, fuck.
What?
He choked on a piece of popcorn in the audience.
Oh, my God. He's clapped over. He needs his nasal spray. Someone.
Nerdy Neil, he's not dead, but he's definitely gonna go to hospital.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, well.
I can see Spooky Steve taking his spirit to the afterlife. Oh, my God.
All right, well, do we have a backup for sci-fi?
I mean, I guess, maybe.
Oh, yeah, no, we do. We've got generic Star Trek captain.
Oh! Well, bring it up here, Mr. Captain.
Everyone, please give a big round of applause for generic Star Trek Captain Man. Woo!
Yay! Woo!
Hi there. I am your captain. I am a roguishly handsome man. Or woman, sometimes.
Wow, you sound more generated than the AI guy from earlier.
And I will save the world and follow the rules. Sometimes.
Mostly not. Not the whole every episode is just like, this rule will break it this time.
Shut up, Wesley. I am.
Oh, shit.
Hi, Spock. I'm Janeway. I had sex as an eel.
Are you okay? Who are you talking to?
Who's the captain of Deep Space Nine? I don't remember.
It's the big bald man with a beard, goatee.
I'm a big bald man with a beard. I'm the captain of Star Trek Enterprise, and no one gives a shit.
Whoa! Whoa! Speaking of bald man,
it's me. I'm Michelle Yeoh from Star Trek Discovery. I become a bad guy.
Whoa!
Who's in fucking oh yeah, I'm the original Star Trek Enterprise captain from Strange New Worlds, and I know that I'm gonna die eventually, and that's my storyline. And this show's pretty good, aside from the musical episode. That was kind of shit.
Hey, what about Picard? What about the captain of Picard?
I already said, the captain in Star Trek Picard.
Yeah.
I'm Picard, and I'm nothing like I am in Next Gen, and this show sucks.
Oh, shit. There it is. There it is. I was waiting for it. The dunk slam.
I'm an old man, and I like to have... I've got a crush on my housekeeper, who is what race was she? I don't remember.
So, Mr. Captain,
yes.
You're a big fan of sci-fi?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love sci-fi. The nominees for best and worst sci-fi film are Metropolis, not to be confused with Megalopolis.
Yes, which is really funny that came out.
It's very funny.
Almost equally as long, right?
Yeah, that's true. Metropolis. You've also got Flash Gordon, 1936, the original one. Yes.
That one was a banger. Everyone loved that one.
Yep. No. Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet. Yeah.
Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Everyone's favorite.
Soylent Green.
That was part of the after show snacks that we have laid out.
Damnation Alley.
Damnation Alley. Oh, yeah, Damnation Alley.
The Black Hole.
Oh, I love The Black Hole.
Flash Gordon, 1980.
The
remake.
Sandra's favorite Flash Gordon.
Blade Runner.
Oh, yep, Blade Runner, classic.
Mars Attacks. Armageddon. And Deep Impact, the better Armageddon.
Ooh,
I have been generic Star Trek captain to infinity and accelerate.
Oh my god! He just fucking zoomed out like the Flash, which is really weird because that was like 3 different like sci-fi-ish tropes.
That was a weird one. All right. Fuck.
Wow, there's a lot here. There's a lot of good ones, a lot of not so good ones.
I'm gonna start with Amar.
Yeah.
The only movie here of questionable quality is Plan 9 from Outer Space. That's the only so bad it's good questionable quality movie here.
Oh my god, Plan 9. I forgot about Plan 9.
Because, like, the ones that are bad are just bad,
Yeah.
like Damnation Alley. Maybe Deep Impact is Amar, maybe, because I'm like, it's kind of good and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like Plan 9 gets my Amar, though. Oh, Flash Gordon's technically so bad it's good.
Yeah,
The remake, I mean. The remake.
Oh, the remake. Interesting.
But also it's self-aware. I don't even know how to approach this category. This is a weird one.
There is a lot. There's a lot of movies here, and a lot of screen time that these movies get. Like,
Fucking Metropolis and Flash Gordon, both 4 hours long.
yes. And as someone who watched all of Flash Gordon, unlike some people in this podcast, I'm very tempted to give it my Flash Gordon.
Am I allowed to give it my worst, considering that I didn't finish it?
Oh, absolutely. Fucking dunk on it, dude. Just fucking shit on it. If you hated that shit, look, that shit was 4 hours. Fuck that shit. I will give my Goodie.
Your best.
I'm going to give to The Black Hole.
Really? That's your best?
Yeah. I really liked Black Hole.
I mean, it was just 20,000 Leagues again.
Yes, but I liked 20,000 Leagues, so I want to do it again.
Rob will be very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So
My second choice for that, which I was literally just thinking about, was Forbidden Planet, right?
The Forbidden Planet's a very good sci-fi movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a big episode of Star Trek, essentially.
Yeah. But it like inspired it. That's why I'm considering, instead of giving Flash Gordon my I give it to Forbidden Planet.
That's fair. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed Forbidden Planet. That was a fun one.
But I feel like R is specifically middle of the road, though.
Yes.
And I think Forbidden Planet's too good for R. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that. I mean, it was kind of sexist a little bit, so
Yeah.
like it definitely aged a little bit.
Now, Flash Gordon, I spent the 4 hours on it. I'm going to put it in my R category because I spent the full 4 hours to watch that, and I feel like I should give it something for that.
So just to go over yours again, your worst is...
I haven't said my worst yet.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I'm breaking you. I was saving it.
I got confused there. Your best is Black Hole.
I know. I was really holding on to it and just moving on and not telling you.
Your best is Black Hole, and your is Flash Gordon 1936. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these are very middle of the road and not in an Amar way. For me, if I'm going to go Amar, I honestly think it's Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. That was so funny.
That was really good. That's a really good Amar.
So I think my Amar is that. My other Amar is probably going to be Flash Gordon, not the original, the remake.
80s one. Yeah.
But I think I'm going to give it to Plan 9. My worst, without a doubt, it was going to be the original Flash Gordon, because I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
But actually, looking at this list, there's one movie that I did finish.
Yeah.
But I wish I did not, and that is Armageddon.
Armageddon, yeah! Dunk on it. Fucking shit on it. Fuck you, Armageddon.
So Armageddon gets my worst.
I'm gonna give Damnation Alley my worst.
That's very fair. That movie was mid as fuck.
Yep. Look, and I was just waiting to see if Armageddon was gonna get dunked on, because if it wasn't, I was gonna do it. But Damnation Alley was my other one, so I'm dividing it up because there's two bad ones, and I'm gonna be that guy.
You're going Damnation Alley. Honestly, aside from Armageddon, Damnation Alley, and original Flash Gordon, all of these are pretty good. They're pretty good.
I mean, Damnation Alley actually had a lot of good moments in it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it inspired a lot of sci-fi stuff as well, but yeah, no, fuck it.
It was mostly kind of bad. Best is hard, because for me, it's either Metropolis, Soylent Green, or the one that's getting my best. It's gotta be Blade Runner.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Blade Runner. I like it.
That was like the only reason I thought about not giving it to the Black Hole was really Blade Runner, but like, you know, I liked Black Hole a lot. You need more R2-D2s out there, you know, is what I'm saying. You need more Star Wars clones.
I know that I'm sounding like a film bro, and I do prefer the Blade Runner sequel. Actually, I prefer the sequel. Maybe I do give it to Soylent Green.
Ooh, no.
I prefer the Blade Runner sequel.
No, but the Blade Runner sequel wouldn't exist without the original Blade Runner, right?
True, that's true. I think like Blade Runner is like, I love the atmosphere. I love how sleepy it is and how nothing happens. I love how rainy it is. The visual effects are great. I like how awful Harrison Ford is in that movie.
Yeah.
That one scene is unnecessary, but aside from that one unnecessary scene, that movie is amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna go Blade Runner. I really enjoyed it, and rewatching it kind of cemented it in that best category for me. All right, next category is best and worst parody film. Ooh, and here to present the best and worst parody film, why, Zach, it's a parody of ourselves.
Oh my God.
Please welcome Sandy and Chaz.
Hey, it's me. I'm Sandy. I'm a Sandy guy.
Me. I'm Chaz.
I'm a film bro. I really like being superior opinionated about the films. I hate music. I hate horror films. I hate streamers in particular.
My name's Chaz, and I've got a beard. That's me. Hello. I've got a bloody beard.
That's weird that your opposite is actually just the same thing.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. I hate Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is bad, and it's actually like it's a very average fantasy. Better fantasy came after it.
As a film bro, I agree the Lord of the Rings is bad.
Alright, we're gonna be do best and worst parody movie. How about we go back and forth with this one? You do the first one.
Oh, this sounds good, lad.
Lad? You're an Eshe now as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm an Eshe and a film bro.
Oh, that's a bad combination.
It's-
I don't want to see you around Northland.
Yeah. Oh, shit, cuz. That's my main hangout, bro. Yeah, no, in the film group of Eshes, I am the film bro, because no one else cares about film, so I just took that as my thing.
What's your favourite film of the year then, lad?
My favourite film of the year was the Garfield movie.
Fuck yeah.
Cinematic masterpiece. Chris Pratt can do no wrong.
Alright, the for best and worst parody film, bruv. What we got?
We got The Last Command. One of my...
That's the wrong category.
Ah, shit. I got to the next category. That's my parody, is forgetting where we are.
A little bit of spoilers there.
It's Casino Royale.
Oh.
Personally, one of my favourite films of all time. Really cohesive plot. I thought it was a cinematic masterpiece.
No, Sandy, you're talking about the Daniel Craig one, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I get them confused because I don't do any research whatsoever.
Wait. Yeah, that's right. The next one is...
Sandro figuring out if I'm insulting him or not.
I'm like, are you making fun of yourself or are you making fun of me?
No, I'm making fun of you, and you do your research. That's the thing.
Oh, right, because the parody is the... Yeah. My
yeah.
name's Zach. Chaz. I do so much research.
Fuck. So true.
And I was on time to record today. I didn't have to make a coffee.
Excuse me, I was on time today.
Yeah, you were on time.
It's funny because this is like the one time that I've actually been on time with my coffee.
I was like 2 minutes late, actually. So
this is the one time I did it.
Casino Royale. The next one is Young Frankenstein, or should I say Young Frankenstein?
Oh,
That's how you actually pronounce it. Yeah.
Sheesh. Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Garbage. Trash movie.
I didn't understand it because it was just being racist.
That was the only bit I liked about the movie.
Oh, that's right. I forgot because the parody of ourselves were actually awful people.
Yeah.
We're really racist
point.
and rude.
Yeah. Because if I said I hated the racism, it's the opposite. It means Sandro liked it, so I have to say I liked the racism.
And then finally, for the parody film...
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, Attack of the Killer
Trash film.
Tomatoes.
Didn't understand it, didn't get it. I was like,
Yeah.
what is it? It's just being dumb and stupid. I don't
What's
understand.
going on?
Tomatoes can't kill people. Unrealistic.
Oh my god, we're getting booed off stage. Boo!
Boo!
Oh no!
Oh my god! Spooky Steve is taking me to the afterlife.
Oh my god, rest in peace, Sandy. I'm getting pulled through a portal to hell.
Oh my god, that's got to be in one of these categories. Spawn and The Gate. Yeah.
The Gate was so many years ago now.
I know, but I just wanted to mention it. Shout outs.
I like how we're still talking about The Gate, by the way. Like, a couple of weeks ago, we went to PAX and Mel was there, and we were still talking about The Gate 4 years on.
The only reason I mentioned it was because I remembered it because we talked about it there, because we inflicted it on it.
So funny. All right. This one's easy.
Oh yeah, we got 4 movies. We got Casino Royale, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Obviously, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes gets the goodie.
Oh.
That's the best film we've ever watched ever in my life.
It was very good. Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going. My worst. It's Casino Royale, obviously. That movie was incoherent.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
My is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes because I think it is kind of Amari.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
And then my best is Young Frankenstein. So that is my one right there. How about you?
Obviously, I give Killer Tomatoes my goodie because I said that earlier. Yeah. That one I'm giving my goodie. Really love that film. That was really fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm going to give Casino Royale my because that's...
What?
No. Because that's what I was saying throughout the whole film, right?
That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
It's just very confusing. I was umming and ahhing the whole film time. But the problem is that does leave my oldie.
You don't really have a bad movie now.
I think Young Frankenstein gets my oldie.
Really? It's a very good movie, Zach.
It's a very good movie. Maybe I have to put the oldie in Casino Royale because that's the only bad one there.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be giving in to the public pressure. And I don't.
But you never do. You never do that.
I never give in. I'm surprised about giving it to Blazing Saddles, though. Blazing Saddles was pretty good, but it was racist. Just a little bit. But that was on purpose. Like, that was the point.
Let's move on then to best and worst drama film. Yes, best and worst drama film. Now, some of these movies are potentially have moments that are action, have moments that are family movies, have moments that might even be horror. But for the overall...
Sandra's trying to excuse this category that he cobbled together with fucking garbage.
Well, technically, if you Google these movies, drama does come up for pretty much all of them.
For pretty much all of them. Yeah. Okay, all right, cool.
These are movies that are mostly talking and character work, and that is what drama is at its heart. So this is the best and worst drama film. And presenting the best and worst drama film, it's Meryl Streep.
Whoa!
Why, hello!
Oh my god, everybody give a warm welcome to Meryl Streep! Woo!
Hi!
Yeah!
It's me!
Who are you?
I'm Meryl Streep. Honestly, this voice was probably better for Maggie Smith. That would have been a better choice. I'm from such movies as The River Wilds.
I liked you in, was it Mamma Mia?
Yes, I was very drunk on that one.
Yeah, it showed.
Most recently I was in Only Murders in the Building. Very good TV show. Be sure to watch it on Disney. I am sponsored.
Great. We don't have enough time for you to go through all your sponsors, so can you just
I wanted to go through Prime and Lunchables and Mr. Beast action toys.
Jesus Christ. All right, best and worst drama. Come on, let's go, Meryl.
The nominees are The Last Command.
As a drama film. Okay.
That was the one about the general wants to... Like, he's making a movie, remember?
Yeah.
That was a drama. Okay, for this category, Zach is going to tell me what real category these movies should be under. What should The Last Command be under?
Terrible movies that we watched.
The next one is It's a Wonderful Life.
Ooh, It's a Wonderful Life. That's a drama film.
Brute Force.
Brute Force. That's an action film, isn't that?
No, there's no action in it until the end. It's not an action movie. It's mostly talking and planning. It's a drama movie. Rashomon.
Oh, Rashomon. Yeah, that's a drama movie.
Yeah.
I can see that's a drama.
It's kind of a samurai movie, but it's not really that action-y.
Yeah, but samurai movie is not really a category in its own. It just that's a drama movie. I'll give you a drama movie for that one.
It's a drama, and Brute Force is also a drama movie. Vertigo.
That is a horror movie, I think.
No, it's a drama, because it's all about people. Maybe it's a mystery. It could be a mystery, but I don't think so. I would say it's a drama. The Great Escape.
That is an action movie.
No, it's mostly talking.
All of your excuses for action movies are just like, they talk a lot in them, therefore it's drama.
I would say The Great Escape is more of a comedy than an action. It's got more jokes in it than it does action in it.
No. It's got better jokes than a lot of the comedy movies. That doesn't make it a comedy movie. It just had good writers.
And finally, The Dead Zone.
That's a sci-fi movie. That is a sci-fi movie.
No, it's a drama. I'm Meryl Streep. Goodbye.
Thank you, Meryl Streep. Oh my God, such an honor to meet you. I'm so glad that you were in Mamma Mia.
I think that all these are dramas.
Yeah, I mean, some of them were definitely dramas.
They are dramas first, and then like sci-fi action second, I think.
I think some of those were definitely secondary dramas, if not third, if not fourth.
All right, well, comment below if you disagree with this. Okay. Okay, this is a tough one.
This is a tough one. These are some weird films.
Best for me, straight out the gate, best is The Great Escape. I fucking love The Great Escape. It's so
really
good.
Huge on The Great Escape.
I really enjoy Great Escape. I would say close second is probably Rashomon, but The Great Escape is very, very, very good.
I wasn't huge on The Great Escape. I was okay for The Great Escape.
From memory, you liked it, but not as much as me.
Not as much as you, though. I think you enjoyed that one a lot more. It was a good movie, though. It was a really good movie.
It was very long, to be fair.
Yeah. I think it was just a little long for me. My Zoomer attention span,
Yeah.
Couldn't really get through that.
My best is Great Escape.
I want to put on almost all these films.
Yeah, like, I like a lot of these, like, Vertigo I loved until you got halfway through it. And then I was like, I don't care anymore. Brute Force, I was umming about it until you got halfway through it, and then I fucking loved the rest of it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I don't really know what to give.
I'm going to give my goodie to It's a Wonderful Life. This is a classic Christmas film that wasn't very good when it came out, but then got put onto televisions and repeatedly shown to people, and people got indoctrinated to the fact that it is, in fact, a good film, actually. And so it is. So that's It's a Wonderful Life for me. The next bit is the trickiest, though, is
Amar's tough. I'm gonna go Brute Force for my Amar, because I really love how the whole movie's planning. It's basically The Great Escape, except it's way more brutal at the end. How everyone just fucking dies.
Yeah, that one's really good. That was actually might be my secondary for Goodie. I like our opinions here, because our opinions on the drama films are very different.
They are very different, yeah. Well, for example, my least favorite is It's a Wonderful Life.
Wow, okay.
That's my worst. I don't like that movie.
Wow, you're not a fan. My least favorite is The Last Command, I think.
That was pretty boring.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I think nearly all the rest of the films go into the category for me, except maybe The Great Escape. I think that one's pretty good. I'm going to give it to Vertigo.
Ooh!
I'm going to give Vertigo my
That was a close for me, yeah.
That was very trippy. That was very, like, what is going on in this film? I don't know.
It was good, but there's less, like, some small things in it that I don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then that one scene where the guy's, like, going crazy on drugs.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You know? The drug out scene was crazy. So mine's It's a Wonderful Life is the best film ever made.
Yep.
We have The Last Command is very disappointing.
Yep.
Not huge on it. And Vertigo as my because it had some great trippy scenes.
And I'm going, It's a Wonderful Life is the worst movie ever made.
Yep, that's fair.
Brute Force is my and then Great Escape is my best out of those.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
all right.
nice.
Sounds good. Let's move on to the next category. Oh, well, Zach, I've got a...
Hey, just outside this is going to get my award for best category out of all of them.
I was putting together the list, and I was like, I've got to do it.
Yeah.
I got to do it to him.
This is the best category.
All right, Zach, please welcome our next guest, Captain Seaman.
Yarr!
Whoa, Captain Seaman, my favorite guy.
Me hearties, how be ye on this fine sailing day?
Oh, I be good, Captain. What category are you presenting today?
Why, I be presenting the best category of them all, the only one that matters, men on a ship, which I fully endorse.
The best and worst men on a ship films.
The best and worst men on a ship film.
Now, you know me, Captain. I love my men on a ship. I love that genre of film.
I love a good seaman, absolutely. And on a ship is where the seamen need to be.
All right, here we go then. Let's go. What are our movies?
So, first is a classic, Treasure Island.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
There's a lot of big, beefy men on ships in that one.
That's true.
Captain Blood.
Oh, that was good as well.
That's a big, handsome man on a ship, that one.
Yeah. He was a Nazi, but he is a good... It's the same guy who played Robin Hood.
But he was handsome, and that's the main thing. That's why he's still here. Why is everyone a Nazi? We have Captain's Courageous.
Ooh, very nostalgic one for me.
Yeah, different captain there. And speaking of captains, we have Captain Horatio Hornblower. Another handsome man on a ship.
I love that 3 of these 4 movies are just called Captain.
Yeah, we have Captain, Captains, plural, and then Captain again.
All right, well, thank you so much, Captain Seaman.
Aye, I've got to get back on the sea. She calls to me, but it's been a pleasure. Yahar!
Oh my god, he swooshed out of there.
Yeah, he swung on one of the fucking banisters there. I don't think there was ropes that secure. That was a very dangerous maneuver.
I don't know. All right. Best and worst men on a ship film. These are all great. So
Treasure Island gets my best. I am 100% biased.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite books of all time. It's stories. I love it. I think about it every night before I go to sleep. Treasure Island, best one for me. The rest is going to be tricky.
This is very tricky.
It's when these categories get a bit smaller and more niche, like if it's the category Men on a Ship, which has 4 movies in it, it's going to get a little tricky.
All right, if you're going to go your best as Treasure Island, I'm going to go, and I know I previously put an Errol Flynn movie as my best, and that does kind of make me a little bit of a Nazi sympath. No, I'm not, because he's a terrible guy, but he was a good actor. My best is Captain Blood, because I love that movie. That was so fun. Captain Blood was so enjoyable. I really liked it.
It was really good.
So if you're going Treasure Island as your best, I'll go Captain Blood, because I think they're both probably the best out of these.
Wow, this is hard because they're all actually good films.
Yeah.
I think all of them.
Man, I gave Captain Blood 4.5 on Letterboxd. I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, you really liked Captain Blood. I was okay with Captain Blood. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a good film. But not as much as you, though, apparently.
I'm gonna go Captain's Courageous as Captain's Courageous as my because I'm kind of clouded by nostalgia on that. I watched it as a kid. Also, the guy's accent. I remember the because that movie's about a kid and then his friendship with the guy. His accent was not very good. It was kind of terrible, actually. So for that reason, I'm going to go for Captain's Courageous. And then my worst, as much as I love Hornblower, it is the worst one here.
Oh, shit. Because that's the thing, right? Because I remember we had a certain guest on for that one, and you two were raving about it. You two were loving about it. You guys were like, I love this hunky, chunky bundle of fun. You were like, this is the best movie of all time. You said that, for sure.
Yeah.
But now you're rating it the worst one here.
Out of all of these, I think the Hornblower movie is the worst. It had some good stuff in it, but it also had some stuff in it that wasn't great. And the TV show is 1,000 times better.
I'm also giving Captain Horatio Hornblower the worst one. Because I thought it was shit, and it is shit. It's the worst film ever. Don't watch it. And I've never watched the TV show, because equally as bad.
TV show's incredible, and I love it so much. It's just Star Trek on the ocean. It's great.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And I'll probably do the same as well for the Captain Courageous. I was going to give Captain Courageous my Amar as well. It's not an amazing story, but it's not a bad story either. It's good. I think there's better versions of this story out there though. But it was really good. It was very heartfelt.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Yeah, no, I quite like Captain's Courageous. I think it's a good fun time, but it does have some small problems in it. Okay, so that's the Men on a Ship Award. Now for the next
good one.
category, Zach, it's the best and worst spy/detective film.
Spy/detective film. What do we have? Do we have someone on for this one?
I think we got Noir Nelly coming in.
Noir Nelly. Fuck, I thought we were going to get, like, a secret agent or, like, someone working for the government or something. No, we just have someone that just is from what the fuck did you call them?
Noir Nelly. Zach,
Noir
secret
Nelly?
agents and government people don't exist. The real people who exist are the people who write those stories about secret agents and government agent people.
Oh, you've got a writer on. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I'm back on board. Sorry, I didn't realize they were a writer. My bad.
They're a writer.
Yeah. Well, everybody give a warm welcome. Woo! Yeah, I love writing shit.
I was walking onto the stage,
Oh
and
my
I
God.
realized that I was outnumbered by the audience members.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. If there was more people on stage than off stage, it would be a bad show.
I spied one of the ushers. She had legs all the way up to her legs.
That's sexual harassment. What? Legs all the way up to her what?
And she had hair on top of her hair.
Oh.
I realized that I was in love, but that she would betray me. For that is what happens to noir people.
Yeah, that does check out. All the dames, you know, all the
Those
darlings,
dames.
they're actually working for the bad guy the whole time. But why did they hire you in the first place? That's the real question. It's like, you could have just not hired the detective to begin with.
That's
And then
true.
he wouldn't be figuring it out.
Why, hi there, bucko, I said to the man on stage.
Yeah, I don't think bucko is used in any dialect ever, but nice to meet you, Noir Man. I didn't realize you would talk in, like, third person weirdly. Anyway, can you read out the movies for us?
I pulled out the list of the movies, and I said, the nominees for best and worst spy detective film are, and then there were none.
Oh, there's none left? Oh, okay.
No,
well...
that's the name of the movie. Oh, I'm slapping you.
Oh my god, I got assaulted by Noir Guy. That checks out. He is from, like, the 50s. They just punched people.
And then there were none.
Yeah.
The Woman in Green. Some Sherlock Holmes for you.
Yeah, I like The Woman in Green. That was a good one. That was a fun little twist.
The Third Man. North by Northwest.
Oh, another good twist.
And finally, Dr. No. And so finally, that's me done. Goodbye.
Oh, bye.
And I slunk into the shadows, never to be seen again. Wow. Thank you, Noir Nelly. These are all good. So.
Yeah. It's funny because you've got, like, spy/detective film.
Yeah.
But, like, North by Northwest, I guess it is a detective film, but there's no detective.
It's an unwilling detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no detective. There's just detecting.
Well, that's the same with And Then There Were None. That was just kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mystery, but it is a spy
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
So,
I like it.
Best is hard for me.
Yeah.
Third Man and North by Northwest are both equally great, I think. So it's going to really depend on what you pick, I think, for that one. I'm going to go, my worst is Woman in Green, because out of all of these, it was
Wow.
good. Don't get me wrong, it was very good, but out of, like, as a Sherlock story, it wasn't my favorite. Oh, but I could say that about Dr. No, too, because as a James Bond story, it also was not my favorite. This is hard, actually.
Yeah, which is funny because I was thinking of putting The Woman in Green as my best one.
Really?
No.
Your best out of all of these?
No.
No, you weren't. I know what your best is.
It could be any of them.
You know what? I think I actually will go Dr. No as my least favorite because,
Oh, wow.
like, out of all the James Bonds, it's kind of mid. It's a pretty mid James Bond movie.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
that's fair. That's fair.
So I'm gonna go with my least favorite is Dr. No. My is probably And Then There Were None. I really enjoyed it, but it is based off a fairly racist piece of literature by Agatha Christie. So, I'm gonna go And Then There Were None as my even though I really did enjoy it quite a lot. I think it's a great mystery movie. And then my best? I think my best is The Third Man.
Wow.
I love North by Northwest. I think it's great, and I love it. It's so fun. But Third Man was...
Yeah, Third Man was pretty cool. I liked that one, yeah.
It was such a cool noir story. I just really liked it.
Yeah. I liked the idea behind it, and it also wasn't like the good ending. It was just like an okay ending. Like, not everything has to be black and white. Sometimes it's grey, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
So yeah, I'm gonna go that for mine. What's yours?
Now, you might have detected this up. You might have spied what it was, but North by Northwest is obviously my goodie.
100% it is, yeah. If you did not give it, I would have definitely changed my best to North by Northwest.
No. It's North by Northwest. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, it's like, oh, the woman in green, there's some mystery stuff, I think maybe the woman in green gets my
That's a good one for an like Sherlock Holmes going up against a hypnotist.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah. It was just a bit like middle of the road. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't the best. It was fun. It was
fun.
Yeah. But then I have my howdy.
Yeah, your worst, which is it Dr. No as well for you?
Yeah, I'll just dunk on Mr. No.
Dr. No gets our worst, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a very average James Bond. Like, it's not really that...
I don't really remember much from it,
Great, well, that's our Best and Worst Spy film. Zach, we've only got one more category left.
Oh.
But here's the thing, actually. It's Best and Worst Comedy Film, but looking at it, we honestly could separate this into Best and Worst Slapstick Comedy Film and Best and Worst Dialogue Comedy Film. You know what I mean? Like, some of these are pretty much just based on, like, slapstickness.
Best physical comedy versus worst non-physical comedy.
Would you want to do that? That might be a better way to do it, because this category is going to be hard.
Yeah. I could do that. Why not? Split it up.
All right, then. Well, then let's do Best and Worst Physical Comedy Film. Zach, do you have a physical comedian for us today? Maybe the baby from Baby's Day Out could present this one, or...
well, you see, Sandro, I'd love to, but as with all babies, they grow up.
Oh, no.
So this is the adult from Baby's Day Out.
Oh, my God. The baby's grown up. Hello there,
Whoa!
adult baby from Baby's Day Out. Woo!
Guys, I have a name. Did you not look up my name?
What is your name?
My name is Steve.
Oh.
Spooky Steve.
Oh.
Unrelated.
Oh, unrelated.
Anyway, as a certified baby, I am a authority on this on physical comedy thing, and I think all physical comedy is bad, and it sucks and is dumb.
You actually don't like it, even though you made one of the most like the modern physical comedy movie. Catch that? No. Hold That Baby? What the fuck was it called? A Baby's Day Out.
Baby's Day Out. You literally said it 2 seconds ago. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's go through these catastrophes of movies.
Yeah, so these are movies that are primarily about people falling over or like...
I also have no sense of humor. I just like to point it out.
You're just a really boring man.
Yeah, I just suck.
Okay, here we go.
First up, we have The Kid.
Charlie Chaplin. Yep.
Yep, I hate Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, you hate Charlie
He's
Chaplin.
a corporate shill.
Oh, I mean... He kind of was, actually, so you're pretty correct there.
See, told
true.
you.
Yep.
We have Safety Last.
That was a fun one, climbing up that clock tower to impress a girl, because you're kind of a simp.
I liked this one because I also hate safety regulations.
Oh, you hate safety regulations?
Yeah, which is... It checks out. I mean, have you seen the Baby's Day Out? Zero safety regulation.
That's true.
So I actually like this one, unlike the other ones. Sherlock Jr. That one's just a bad film. The General.
Now that one's racist.
Yeah, but I liked the racist.
Okay, all right.
No, I didn't. I'm joking. See, I can do a bit of talking comedy. I don't need to do any physical comedy there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I understand what you're doing.
Well, speaking of Spooky Steve, you gotta hold that ghost.
Yep, that was, who was that? That was, Abbott and Costello, that's right.
Yeah. They're a good pair.
Yeah.
And finally, The Great Race.
Slapstick, wacky races.
Which, surprisingly, by the title, wasn't that racist.
No, it wasn't. All right, goodbye there, babies, from Babies to Day Out.
Thank you. I'm an adult now. Just pointing it out, guys. You don't have to call me a baby anymore. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right, this one's hard because they're all good aside from one.
Oh, well, what's the one then, Sandro? You gonna rate it an oldie?
Yeah, Hold That Ghost was not very funny. A lot of the jokes were just Costello being like... That's all I remember from that movie. Was that?
I thought that one was fine. I thought it was fine.
That's my worst. My best is Safety Last, I think. It's a fun... old-timey 1920s silent comedy. He climbs the clock tower. A lot of good physical humor in that. And then my because it's nostalgic and I don't think I can give it the best without being a little bit biased, it's The Great Race, because that movie's fucking great. I fucking love it. So fun. That's my though, because I'm a little bit biased. And is it actually good? I don't know. You seem to enjoy it, though.
Yeah. I thought The Great Race was fun. I liked that one. I was thinking of putting, Amar on Sherlock Jr.,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll give the general my baddie.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Baddie because racism exists.
That's true. That movie was kind of fun though, but it was kind of racist.
I liked all these films.
Yeah.
But that one just because it was on the Confederate side for some fucking reason.
Yeah, because Buster Keaton, he did come from the South, I think, or the
yeah.
So anyway.
And then I'll give Safety Last my goodie, my G. Yeah.
There we go. Just two big fans of a man simping so much he climbs a clock.
Yeah. Because, I could go The Great Race. That was a good one. But I want to give a credit to some of these older movies as well, you know?
No, definitely,
some of them were really good. And I think Safety Last was one of the better ones we saw.
I agree. That was a very big highlight for me.
Yeah. Very good physical comedy stuff. If we're going to talk about physical comedy, if I was going to suggest one film, it would probably be Safety Last.
I agree with you. All right, great. Let's move on to best and worst regular comedy films. These films are just kind of normal comedies, how we expect them nowadays.
And Sandro, I heard you got a guest on for this one.
Did I?
Yeah, someone who's known for their stand-up comedy. Especially recently, they were touring around.
Yep.
Oh, this is a big star name, Sandra. You've done well. Yeah. Rob Schneider, you got in.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did get him in, yeah.
Which is surprising. You have a big bias against him, but I guess if you could get a star name in, then you get them in. Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to get Dave Hughes, but, he costs $1 million now, so, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Rob Schneider will do comedy for a fucking penny nowadays. He'll take anyone.
Rob Schneider is on your stage. Hi there.
Hi, Rob Schneider. Oh, wow. Everybody give a big applause.
I can't make jokes anymore, so I'm going to be doing this without any comedy. Take that, PC Police.
Yeah, take that, PC Police, man.
My daughter hates me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Your daughter's a hater, and I think the woke mob is really out to get you.
Thank you. The woke mob are out to get me, Rob Schneider. And that's why I went on the Kyle and Jackie O show when I was in Melbourne, and I talked about how much I hate PC-ness.
Yeah.
I really hate it. Not as much as I hate PC's penis.
Whoa!
You can't say that anymore.
I thought you were going to do comedy because that was comedy gold.
You can't say that anymore. That's right. I'm Rob Schneider, and I don't like the woke. In fact, it's not that bad. People out here getting canceled, but it's not that bad. You know what I mean?
I agree. As someone who represents this show, I agree with everything you're saying now, Rob Schneider.
No, you can't. That's great. Yeah, for example, there's so many people that can't do my job anymore because of PC culture.
Yeah, it's not because you weren't funny to begin with. The reason is that the people are against you, not because you suck at your job.
That's right. Like me and my good friend Louis C.K., who did show his penis to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: we're not allowed to do our jobs anymore. We can't go to massive arenas across Australia and sell out shows. We don't do. Oh wait, we did both do that. But we can't.
But you're oppressed.
Chris D'Elia, he may be a PDF file downloader, but he can't do his job anymore.
Ooh, okay, Rob Steiner, this is a great set, very funny, but I will have to cut you off to do some of these
P.
categories.
Diddy, for example.
Oh, no, all right, yep, all right, categories, come on. Oh, my God. What happened to Steiner? What do you do with him?
I killed him.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Spooky Steve's taking Rob Schneider to the afterlife.
Spooky Steve just killed Rob Schneider.
Oh,
That's the only guest who
God.
hasn't been able to go through the movies. That's pretty impressive. It's the only one this time.
Yeah.
Man, Rob Schneider would defend Diddy, let's be honest.
Yeah,
he probably would. That guy would do anything for some views. Fuck, that guy sucks. Anyway.
Oh, what a great guest. Oh, well, rip in peace.
The nominees for Best and Worst Comedy Film are Animal Crackers.
Man, it's a shame Rob Schneider's dead now, because he would have loved to talk about that one.
We got The Great Dictator.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is kind of physical comedy, but also it's more of a satire, so I think it goes more towards this sort of category.
Yeah.
We got Hercules in New York.
Oh, Arnold in the back, am I right? Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, thanks, Arnold.
Thanks. We got Weird Al's movie UHF.
UHF, oh yeah, that was a really fun one. I like that one a lot.
We got Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Tammy and the T-Rex is in this category because I didn't know where else to put it.
It's a good comedy film.
It's a good comedy film.
It's here, yeah. You could put it in sci-fi, arguably, but...
or horror as well.
Yeah, but it's definitely more a comedy film, I feel.
And then we got Little Nicky.
Little Nicky. Honestly, I was very surprised with Little Nicky how much I liked it.
Yeah, I agree.
It was surprisingly good.
I immediately know what's getting my armor, and it's Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard pass to go on. Yeah, I will also Tammy and the T-Rex. If this is going to be our double this is going to be a double this is Tammy and the T-Rex.
Is it good? No, but it's very, very good.
Yeah, but it's very good. But is it good, though? It's good. But is it, though?
Yeah. Fuck. All right, so Tammy and the T-Rex gets 2 Amars for us. I'm going worst Hercules in New York.
Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely. I was thinking about it. Looking at all these ones here, I'm like, Hercules in New York is sitting out like a sore thumb.
And then for best, The Great Dictator is pretty good. But is it a better comedy film than Wayne's World? No. Wayne's World gets my best comedy film. That's the best one out of these.
Okay, yeah. I see that. Yeah. I liked Wayne's World a lot. And every time I see or hear the word Wayne's World, I can't help but go, Wayne's World!
Exactly.
Wayne's World!
Exactly. It's a banger film. All right, what's your best and worst, though? What's your best and worst?
It's tricky. I was thinking Animal Crackers is my worst. But it's not that bad. It's just, like, not amazing either.
Yeah.
I'm only picking it because I'm biased with Arnold Schwarzenegger for Hercules
Yeah, you can't
in New
give
York.
Hercules the worst. It's the only
I couldn't
film
do
we
it.
did.
My body, my soul cannot... Even if I was forced to, my fingers would, like, just invert on themselves trying to hit that button. It wouldn't happen, so... And I've already given the so now it's the best.
What's the best? What's your best?
I'll give The Great Dictator. You know what? I just because I liked it, you know? I think Wayne's World is a better movie, but I liked The Great Dictator.
I mean, from memory, I think you enjoyed The Great Dictator more than Ben and I on that episode, so...
Yeah. I'm a big fan of The Great Dictator, so I'll throw Charlie a bone, you know?
All right.
Give him a goodie here.
There we go. And that is all the categories. Done. What a long episode. What a long season going through all of those. I know that usually at the end of an award show we do our best overall, but there's too many movies. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Best overall was Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Worst overall was Tarzan. Just both of them.
And frogs.
Oh, yeah, and frogs.
Fuck you, frogs, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Well, there we go. That is our year in review. Zach, overall, that was a very fun time, very successful season experiment.
That was a big season as well. Extra big season, lots of movies, really fun. I really liked the going year by year format.
Yeah, it was good.
Giving us a good spectrum of movies, especially I personally really loved the growing and seeing cinema grow as we went along.
Yeah.
That was really fun. I really enjoyed that as a sort of time-traveling experience.
It was really good.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it as well. And yeah, we reviewed 80 years of movies. Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty wild.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Make another smart choice with Auto Quote Explorer to compare rates from multiple car insurance companies all at once. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
When you walk through an art museum, what happens?
You see some interesting things, you see some not so interesting things, and if you're like me at all, you're probably a little bit sleepy.
Well, grab a cafecito and listen up. It's Art Slice, a palatable serving of art history.
I'm Russell Shoemaker.
I'm Stephanie Dueñas. We are not your daddy's art history podcast. We are both artists, so we look at art history through that perspective. We cover the artists you know and those that have been ignored for so many different reasons.
We look at the context of the time, we compare it to today.
We don't dumb anything down, but, and this is a big but,
Hey-o.
we like to have a good time, okay? Nos gusta to goof around, all right? We have hungry pantry bonds that might startle you. It's a long story.
We feed them art materials. Art is just a visual language, so in order for us to interpret what we think it's saying, we hijack the work.
Right. How do you like that for an art heist?
Exactly. And ultimately, we decide if it belongs in our Art Slice Museum on top of the Art Slice
Okay.
hilltop.
So if this all sounds good to you, join us on Art Slice, a palatable serving of art history.
All right, well, that's the end of the season, which means that we're done for the year. We're not coming back next week. We're not doing any more formats or anything. We're done.
That's it? It's over?
No, Zach.
What?
It's that time of the episode where we reveal what we're doing for the rest of the year. But before then, we should very quickly mention that if you like the show and you want to help us out, maybe don't share this episode with brand new listeners, but definitely share previous ones by just telling a friend. Just be like, hey, friend, are you a movie bro? And your friend will be like,
I don't know.
and then you'll be like, oh, put down that DVD of Joker and listen to this podcast.
Oh, but this is my favorite DVD. I'll put it down. Oh my god, this podcast is really good. I'm a film bro now.
Exactly.
I actually hate the Joker. It's bad now.
You hate it. It's a bad movie now that I have context as to what good movies
Yeah.
are. Joker's really bad, actually.
Just the second one, though.
Just that I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Everyone says it's bad. I haven't seen it either.
I won't watch it until it comes out on streaming.
That's fair.
Yeah, and which I think it already is by the time this episode's out, because movies are bombing. No one cares.
Woof.
All right, Zach, you can do that. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, links in the episode description. Also a link to patreon.com/oldiebuddygoodypod. We're out right now. If you heard all of those movie titles that we just went through, all those great movies, and you were like, man, I hope they're doing also great movies over on Patreon, you damn right we are. We did Vampires Suck. That episode's out now.
Yep. And that episode didn't suck.
Very good. So yeah, we're doing that. Our November episode is Freddy versus Jason, though.
Nice. Yeah.
gonna be fun.
We got some Freddy v. Jason happening.
But Zach, now, what are we doing for the rest of the year? Because we're actually going non-stop until New Year's.
Yeah. And this is the exciting bit. So can I have a drum roll, please? For the rest of the year,
Ooh.
we shall be picking individual movies.
Ooh.
And then, the next movie we have to pick is one loosely related to the previous pick.
Yes.
For example, if you picked an action movie, then I could pick something that was also an action movie. But hey, maybe it had some sci-fi elements, and you go sci-fi. Or maybe it just had an actor you liked, and you can go just by the actor. Maybe it's like a genre of like superhero movies. So you're like, I picked this as another superhero. Maybe It just had a dog in it. And you're like, this movie has a dog in it. Like,
It can be as loose as we like or as direct as we like. So, like, for example, if you were to pick X-Men, which you won't, because we're going to do that on Patreon next year. If you were to pick X-Men, then I could pick The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Because they both have Hugh Jackman in them.
that's a great. And then I could pick a bad movie because that relates to The Greatest Show.
Exactly, yeah. The only hard rule that we have for this new segment that we're doing for the next, 8 or so episodes is, you can't have the same connection twice. So I can't be like, Hugh Jackman was in that, so I'm going to pick a Hugh Jackman movie. You can't be like, well, then I'm going to pick another Hugh Jackman movie.
Yeah, I can't pick X-Men because Hugh Jackman's in that one.
Exactly. I mean, technically you could pick, if you could find a connection between Greatest Showman and X-Men Dark Phoenix, which is probably the only one Hugh Jackman's not in, then you could do that.
They're both bad movies.
Oh, there we go. There's the connection. So that's the segment that we're going to do.
I don't think The Greatest Showman's that bad of a movie. I'd just like to throw that out there.
But Zach, you were kicking us off, but because it was so broad to be like, hey, Zach, pick whatever movie you want, you actually came up with a fun thing that we're only going to do once.
Well, we might bring it back, because this is pretty fun.
All right.
But to start us off, there was a lot of choices, as we said. Like, I could do any movie I wanted, any at all. And I was like, this is crazy. There's too many options. What if I get my top 3, but I keep them secret from Sandro, and I don't tell him? I've picked 3 movies.
Yeah, all right.
1, 2, and 3. And you have the option of asking me questions.
Right.
About each of these 3 movies.
Okay, to try and figure out what they are.
To try and figure out a vague idea of what they are.
Okay.
And then based off this information, because I don't want to tell you what they are, I just want to, you to get a vibe of them, you know?
Yeah,
get an
gotcha.
idea. And then see where you go into your leanings. Now, I have a little twist. I have a little twist, but I'm only going to reveal that at the end.
Okay.
I was going to ask, do you want to have, a limit on how many questions you can ask on each of them or other things? Or are you
maybe,
just feeling
3 questions each, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You got 3 movies, and so for each of them, you can ask 3 questions about each movie.
I think that's
fair.
fair.
I will tell you the information, unless I don't want to tell you them, in which I'll veto it.
For sure. All right.
Which would you like to start with? We got 1, 2, or 3?
1, 2, or 3. So you don't even start off with, a fun fact about them. I just have to ask a question immediately.
I can throw you some bones. I can tell you one of them is bad, and you definitely don't want to pick it.
Okay, one of them is bad, and I don't want to pick it.
One of them is a mine. You're playing Minesweeper right now. One of these is a mine.
Okay, one of these is a terrible choice.
Yeah.
All right, I want to ask a question about all 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get my first question out of the way. I'm going to ask, what decade did these come out in?
So the first one is the 1970s.
Oh, okay, 70s. All right.
Yeah.
I hope it's not Star Wars.
Yeah. Sandro, they're all Star Wars.
Oh, no, they're all Star Wars.
The second one is 2010.
2010s, all right. That's very recent. More recent than we've ever gone, actually, I think.
And the third one is the 2000s.
Okay, and then 2000s. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm immediately picking number 1 because it's from the 70s and only old movies are good, actually. All right, cool.
Are you sure you want to pick that one, Sandro?
No, of course not. Okay.
Remember, one of these is a bomb. Just gonna throw it out there.
So 70s, 2010s, and then the noughties. So
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that was a really good question. I feel like giving that one to you for free. You should just have more questions, because that was just a good question.
I like that one.
And because I'm doing this segment, I will. Because I can make up the rules as I go. You got that one for free.
I could ask what genre each of them
That's a good one.
is.
That's a good
which
question.
I think is a good question. And considering that I just got that previous one for free, that's my next question.
All right. I'm not giving that one for free, because fuck you.
Yeah,
The
that's
first
fair.
one is fantasy.
Oh.
Obviously, there's a few different other categories sort of thing, but I'm just going to say fantasy for that one.
Fantasy for that one,
It's
yep.
the most broad way.
All right.
The second one is fantasy.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. They're all fantasy. This is a terrible waste of a question.
Well, the third one, I feel it would be dishonest to say fantasy.
Okay.
Documentary.
What the fuck is the third one? What the fuck? But you could say fantasy for the third one?
Perhaps, maybe.
All right, then. I'm going to specifically ask a question about number 3.
Ooh, number 3. Okay, you're on number 3 now.
Is it above or below 50% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, that is a great question. It is below.
Below 50%. So that's the bad one then, I guess. Maybe. Hard to tell. All right, I'm going to ask a question about number 1, which is from the 70s. Did this movie get any sequels?
I'm going to say kind of.
Kind of got sequels. Okay, that's weird. For the second one, which is from the 2010s, can I just be like, who's in it?
I'm going to say, so first off, for the previous questions about the Rotten Tomatoes, I'm going to give this away. It did not have a Rotten Tomatoes score.
The fuck did you pick? Not on Rotten Tomatoes? Okay.
Yeah, no. I can tell you its IMDb rating.
That would be good.
It is above 50%.
Above 50 on IMDb. Okay, cool.
Yes.
And then your answer for the 70s one was it's kind of got sequels.
It's kind of got sequels, yes, kind of. Now, your third question was the actors and other things.
Yeah, who's the lead actor in the second one?
That's a really good question for this movie. I don't think I want to give that one away.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll say there's a lot of big names.
A lot of big names. You know what? I'll do the same question. Is it a part of a franchise? Does it have sequels?
No.
No sequels.
No.
And a lot of big names. All right, interesting. Okay, I'm going to ask one more question for all of them before I say... no. Yeah, have I seen any of these before?
Ooh, it's hard to say, but going off my guesses is for the first one, no.
Okay.
But you might have. You've definitely seen I will say, you've seen the stuff that it is maybe related to that you asked earlier, right?
All right, okay.
The related content.
What is this movie? Okay.
The second one you may have seen. I think you've seen that one. And the third one you definitely have not seen.
The third one, I don't want to pick the third. I don't want to pick a documentary that's not on Rotten Tomatoes. That sounds like a bad idea. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's all my questions asked then, I think. So
I feel like if you want some more questions, you can have them, because I'm really enjoying this right now, torturing you.
I don't even know what questions to ask.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of want to pick number 2. But before I do that, I got to ask one question about number 2.
Okay.
And that question's going to be, would you pick number 2?
No.
And for that reason alone, I will pick number 2 from the 2010s Uncharted Territory for our main show.
So this is where we enter the bonus question round, because I will answer your actor's question now. Now that you've picked number 2.
It's locked in.
Christopher Guard was for the first one.
Christopher Guard? I don't know who that is.
Yeah. The second one, I will give you James Corden.
Oh, fuck you. You did
for the
not.
second one. And the third one, the voiceover was done by Kenneth Branagh.
I don't know what number 3 is. I know what number 2 is. And I picked the worst one.
Yes, you definitely did.
I don't want to watch this movie again. I know what it is. I know that it came out in 2019.
Oh, that's a bold claim.
Right? Maybe?
That's a bold claim.
Can I guess what they are?
You can try and go for a guess.
Number 3, I'm going to guess that number 3 is... It's like a Harry Potter behind the scenes documentary that Kenneth Branagh did the voiceover for. That's what I'm going to guess number 3 is.
Incorrect,
okay.
Unfortunately.
Number 1, I've got no idea. Christopher Gordon, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Number 2's Cats, and I picked Cats by accident.
No.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Wait, what did I pick then?
So, the first one was the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the animated one?
Yeah, the original animated one.
We've been talking about doing that for years. I passed up on that.
Yeah, you passed up on it. I tried to... That's why I tried to avoid the actors things.
Oh, that would have been so good. Okay. Oh, well, that's a shame.
The third one was The Ballad of Big Owl, which is the BBC dinosaur documentary.
Oh, that's a good one.
Where it follows the fictional life of Big Owl as he grows up into a giant dinosaur. Which is why it technically can also go into fantasy.
It's true.
Because it's not a real story, it's just going off facts.
That would have been fun too. I would have loved to watch that again.
And the last one,
no.
the middle one.
What did I pick?
The one that you picked.
What did I pick?
The one that was definitely the mine. The one that's the bad one. The one that I didn't want.
The one that we're doing on episode 290 to kick off our new segment.
The one that Sandro thinks we're doing. But I haven't revealed the twist yet.
You haven't revealed a twist. That's true.
Is Into the Woods.
Oh, that's
Yes.
better than Cats, but still not good.
Yeah. Funnily enough, related to Cats. Yeah.
What's the twist
But
then?
my twist, Sandro, that I've been holding on to this whole time, is this is what we would have watched had we done this whole segment truthfully and other things. But, and I can't believe you picked Into the Woods. That's terrible. Fuck me. But actually,
okay.
After learning some information earlier in the month, I chose a movie without letting you know, because I told you we were going to do this. I told you were going to do this, but I picked something else.
You actually picked something else, so we're not doing Into the Woods.
So you're being forced to watch a movie whether you like it or not.
Oh, no.
That movie is Moana from Disney because you haven't fucking seen it. So I'm forcing you to watch Moana. Fuck this whole segment. Fuck these movies. You're watching Moana. What can I say except you're welcome? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Fuck you, Into the Woods. We're not watching you. Get the fuck out of here. Lord of the Rings. I really wanted to watch it. Fuck you. The Ballad of Big Al. Why does it have no ratings on Rotten Tomatoes? I don't fucking know.
That's a bit weird.
It's a good question, though.
So, for episode... So, we're doing Moana?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this segment, though, of guessing the films. I'm a big fan.
I think that. That's fun. Maybe I'll do that as well.
Yeah, we should do that for the next one. I like that. That's good.
Moana next week on the podcast.
Yeah, look, Moana 2's coming up, so it's a good time to get in now, Sandro.
In fact, Moana 2 is out in like a month, right? So
Yeah,
all right.
that's it.
Well, next week, Moana.
You weren't expecting that now, were you, Sandy?
Not expecting that. I was not expecting Into the Woods either. When you were like James Corden, I went, you picked Cats, you son of a bitch.
That's why I was like, hesitant to give you the actors, because obviously I give you James Corden as an actor.
It narrows it down dramatically.
Yeah.
We don't have a way to end this one, so I don't know how we're going to end this one.
We could just get Spooky Steve to carry us away into the night.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, wait, no, how about Spooky Jeff? We haven't heard from Spooky Jeff all time. Spooky Jeff, who definitely isn't written by AI, take it away. Oh, it's me, Spooky Jeff. I have not been on this episode, but I'm here. I'm Spooky Jeff. Spooky Jeff. Well, folks, it's been a night of chills, thrills, and mild confusion.
Yep, no, that's fair. That's all of the above.
I hope you all enjoyed our descent into the world of horror and action movies.
Yep, those were two of the categories.
Now I know what you're thinking. Spooky Jeff, you live and breathe horror. Surely you've seen every horror movie there is.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Jeff.
And, here's a spooky little secret. I haven't watched any of them.
What? What the fuck are you talking about,
I know. I may love a good ghost story and a haunting soundtrack, but the thought of watching all that blood and screaming? No!
You like it, but you just don't at all. You're like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Besides, they say the idea of horror is where the real magic lies.
No one says that.
But tonight wasn't about me. It was about all of you.
It was.
And your love for these unforgettable films. Aside from The Last Command, that one was very forgettable.
Yeah, there was a few forgettable ones there.
I hope you leave here with your hearts racing and an appreciation for the classics. They may be oldies, but they're always a goodie. I'm Spooky Jeff. Goodbye.
Way! That's a good line, actually.